Hello.
Hello.
Wow.
Wow.
Hi, Harrison.
Hello.
And welcome. This is episode 68 of the NgoVo Convo podcast, where two stupids make a right and hype.
That's hype, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm the right, he's the hype. And together we just
Yeah.
really two brains. Yeah. Anyway.
One brain cell.
One brain cell, yeah. Two brains, well, you know, you get it.
No.
Maybe. I'm one of your hosts, NgoVo, and I'm joined by Harrison. No, he's over there. That way.
Yes. And
Fine.
she's
Wow.
over here. You're getting
Look at
directions
that. I'm
right.
getting directions right. Oh my gosh.
Because I never do.
I know. It's fine. If you're new here, we will just want an excuse to talk about anything that ranges from anime to comics. Some would say we're trying to clean up our backlog. It's really never ending. Like, literally.
Really, isn't?
Yeah.
Because
We're
things don't stop?
Catch up here. But also, some would say it's conversing. Like,
Oh, like NgoVo Convo? Spelled right up there above my head?
wow, someone's eager. You can watch every episode on youtube.com or listen to it as a podcast by searching NgoVo Convo on your podcast service of choice. We're on 10 different platforms. You can literally search us up anywhere. YouTube, Spotify, Google, iTunes. Those are the ones that I can name at the top of my head right now.
Yeah. Same.
And in this episode, we're going to talk about Love is War Season 2.
Because we couldn't wait until Valentine's Day?
No, we
Because
couldn't.
we wanted to talk more about it.
No, we just want to talk more about it. Yeah. So, if you haven't finished this basically series, there's a season 3 too, but if you haven't finished season 1, go watch it.
That.
And then watch season 2, and then come back to us. Like this video, and then come back to us. Take a little
That's how I
pause.
bookmark stuff.
Yeah.
Do it the Harrison way. Boom.
Yes. It's only 12 episodes. I believe each season's about just 12 episodes, so should be really quick.
12, 13, yeah.
Yeah. And, by the way, we're sponsored by Anchor, which we'll get into later. Like Harrison said, we did Love is War Season 1 back on Valentine's Day this year. It's episode 40. If you want to catch up on a recap on that, review, whatever you want to call it. Season 2, it aired during, like, peak COVID. So, in, like, April 2020 to, like, June 2020. Yeah. So, it's been a while. I believe season 3 aired this year, which we'll
this year, yes.
Talk about. We'll talk about it later. It's scheduled. We'll talk about season 3 later.
Yeah, no problem.
But yeah, Harrison, what are your non-spoiler thoughts and or what you wanted to see in this season?
So season 2.
Yes.
This is actually I watched season 1 by myself and I binged that hard because I did not expect to get super invested.
Yeah.
And I kept gushing about it to my wife. And finally she was just like, I kind of want to start this. So then finally we started watching it as like our like dinner show. And we kept going. We caught up pretty fast because it's only 12 episodes. I'm like, oh, what are season 2? I didn't start it at the time.
Yeah.
So then this started becoming like a show we started just watching together. And it's just so good. It's just because I rewatched season 1 and I watched season 2 with it, and it's just season 1 amplified. Like they just went all in
on the like again, the cringe.
On the cringe, on like all like the little like stories, and it's funnier because we're already invested. Because I think it got serious at the end of season 1, but then it just jumps right back into we're
back to like the goofy stuff that they use.
Yeah, the interactions. I still love the interactions with all the classes. I think they highlighted more on other characters, side characters of the main cast. They started showing more, but what I do like is it's consistent. They don't just introduce more people for the sake of introducing more people.
Yeah, because each person has like a role basically in what's happening.
Yeah, and if they do, it's like 1 or 2 people. It's nothing too crazy, right?
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
It's
I think
cute.
well actually
it's
they include they introduce a couple people, but the main cast is still there, so it's really
I think they introduced maybe like 4 or 5 new characters, not too much.
So
Harrison.
No, I just hear something on the outside.
Oh, interesting.
But anyway,
but I think I think I recommend recommended Love is War to you because I watched
You did.
season 1 really quickly, and I was like, oh my gosh, someone watch this. In like our friend group, I was like, someone please watch this.
You did.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, fine, I'll watch it.
Yeah, but I thought it was really cute. I agree with you on the consistency. They're really consistent on like the funny, like the comedy, the cringe, kind of like the goofy high school vibes that's happening. But yeah, I think it's just really playful, like a playful romance anime. And it's just, it's so cute.
The memes from this, I forget how much memes that got pumped out of this show.
Oh yeah.
Like there were things that I didn't recognize, and then I saw it. I was like, oh, that's where that's from.
Yeah, like all the gifs that people use is from this show.
Yeah, it's amazing. I love it.
It's awesome. But yeah, okay. Before we get into our little ad break, you finished season 3, right? Okay, I'm halfway through season 3. Finally, Harrison has beat me to finishing a show.
A show that she recommended.
Yeah, that show that I recommended. I'm
telling you, I was all in. I was like, this is too good. I love it.
This is too good. Okay, well, before we go into spoiler territory, we're going to take a quick break to talk about our sponsors. On this episode, we are sponsored by Anchor. It is a free podcast hosting service that we actually use. We've been using Anchor since we've started the podcast. It's because there are creation tools that allow us to record and edit the podcast right from our phones and computers. A huge plus for us is that Anchor would distribute our podcast to all platforms such as Spotify, Apple iTunes, Google Podcasts, and many more. It really is everything that you need to make a podcast all in one spot. Please download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm, anchor.fm to get started. Oh my gosh.
What a
And
break.
we're back. I know, we're back. That was really quick.
Thanks, sponsors.
Yeah, thanks. Quick water break.
Easy.
Easy.
Tap through YouTube, easy.
Yeah. But yeah, we're going to go just talk about kind of our favorite moments. This is like spoiler territory. This is where we're just going to be talking about this season. Harrison, do you have a favorite character in this season? Or characters?
I have favorite characters, yes.
Yeah.
Chika's always top. I think
Yeah.
Ishigami's like Ishigami? Ishigami is like definitely one of my favorite dudes in it. Like I just love his character. Maybe I vibe with him way too much because of how I grew up too. I was like, that's weird. But I feel
awkward,
attacked.
Cringy.
Yeah. Yeah. But I will, and they introduced a new girl, Miko, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't like,
Were you not
I
too
wasn't
fond
super
of her?
keen. No, I didn't. It's not like I didn't like her, but I was just like, oh, cool. They just introduced a new person, of course. Like at first I was like, oh, she's kind of annoying, but it's like that typical like strict, straight arrow character. But they made her likable like very fast though.
Oh yeah, I agree.
But I like how her shtick in this season was walking in at the worst times.
Oh my god.
Like they barely utilize her. But she just walked in and she's oh my god.
Yeah. Or she'll be like, or something's gonna happen between the main characters, and then she'll just say something that in their internal thoughts they were thinking about doing, but then she says it, and it's just like someone stops their actions at some point.
I think the next person that rose a lot for me was Hayasaka.
She is best girl.
Best girl rose up
Best
super
girl.
fast.
Best
I was like,
girl.
whoa. Otherwise, my best girl actually has always been Kaguya.
Kaguya, yeah.
Hilariously. Normally, I don't like that character, but I think her characters, I like how she flips a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But Hayasaka like shot up. And I think my favorite, that's favorite characters. I won't jump ahead too much.
Okay.
What about you? Has anything changed since season 1?
No, I think all the memes from Chika, has made her number one because she's so memeable. She's literally the most memeable character. She's definitely number one. I think Miko, for me, she's up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just because I think where her moments are, they're so awkward, but she makes the plot so much better, in my opinion.
Yeah.
She just like
Honestly,
makes
she
it
does,
so
yeah.
much better. Yeah. But I think everyone in the student council for me is like up there.
Yeah, they're just fun. They're
The
good
way
cast.
they interact with each other is just hilarious, especially when we'll talk about it. Especially when they start interacting with each other, like 2-on-1 or like as a group. It's just so funny.
Yeah.
Did you have any favorite moments? There were a lot of moments in this season for me, I think.
Really? Okay.
It was
yes,
it
I'm not surprised.
It was good. It was funny. Yeah.
It was fun. I think I just love, and I love this bit that they do in that Shirogane has to get taught something by Chika.
His musical talents.
His music his musical talent, quote unquote. Yeah.
He has no creative
this was the
side.
dance one, right? This was the dance one?
And the singing one.
And the singing one? Okay, it was in both. I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. His singing is awesome, amazing.
Awesome.
Such pitch perfect. And then he's got the flow for dancing, Oh my god. No, I just love the bit. I love the bit, and Chika for some reason always gets pulled in, and it's amazing. Like she gets scarred by it.
And she gets scared too. She's like, "What? You need help?"
No, I can't. But her what was it? Her innate or just like her want to always help someone.
Especially the
like,
president.
I forgot.
Especially the president, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot what phrase she said, but it was just so good. I was like, yeah, she just has to help, even though she's like, it's a lost cause.
Lost cause.
Yeah. That's one. I think my absolute favorite one, though, because they go deep. And this is when I was like, okay, they go deep at the end, I feel like every time.
Oh, they do.
Because Ishigami's arc, essentially.
Oh, his like part 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, it was so... I didn't expect another field trip, but I also didn't expect it for like Ishigami. But they always alluded to like how his background is, right?
Yeah.
About what happened. But then they finally like delve into it.
It's like heartbreaking.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Yeah. I'm just making sure I didn't like, because I'm ahead and everything's a blur.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
I'm just making sure. But right, no, they go into his backstory, right?
I'm pretty sure they do. Yeah.
No, yeah.
do.
It's the whole track thing, because he was a part of the cheer squad.
Yeah.
And then because he at the end he was like doing it's cheer squad and then all this, but he was like always like, I never realized like they do such a good job of they don't show people's faces. They just show it as like a blank slate on his point of view.
Yep.
But I thought that was on purpose, but then or it was on purpose, but I thought it was like just a background thing, right? Because there's too many people.
Yeah. Too many characters to like involve. And
it just kind of goes through like how his backstory, like he thought he could just help someone, but then realized it was twisted.
Yeah.
And he got like shunned and essentially just like outcasted and everything. So he just had that view of people. Just to finally everything goes through and he's like, oh wait, these people still like me. And you learn that girl is actually just twisted.
Yeah.
It's just like crazy. Messed up. She's actually just crazy. But
I think that was a good backstory.
No, it was really good. I think like I said, I think they kind of delve into a lot more people, and they kind of give them more more of the spotlight, give them more backstory, give them more like screen time, and it just makes it better. You get closer to the cast as we go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I think one of my favorite moments, it's actually the last episode. The student council, they're getting their group photo in.
Yeah.
But Kaguya, her family, they have like a strict policy about not being in photos.
Yeah.
And stuff, so she was kind of like, she had to be left out of the student council photos, and it was just like a field trip, like officially, yeah. But it was a field trip because, she's rich, she's super rich, but she has had a flip phone up until this season, and then she finally gets like a low grade was it like touchscreen or something? It was just a modern day phone, like a smartphone.
Yeah, she got a
basically.
smartphone essentially.
Yeah. And so she got that, I think, like quarter way through the season or something, halfway through the season. But in the final episode, they took selfies with her, like unofficially, so she could keep the photos. And lo and behold, the phone breaks. And then that's like where it cuts. And I think that's like my favorite part, is just because Love is War always starts out really not serious, like comical.
They go off the walls.
Yeah, they go off the walls of that. But then as like the season goes on, they start doing backgrounds, and just like deep dive into the student councils, and then it's like the final episode is just like feels cut.
Feels okay.
Okay.
But okay, and this is where I know she drops her phone, right? But there was the issue of she couldn't recover the photos, right?
Yeah. Like something, because she had an issue of like the cloud or like the drive or whatever.
Yeah, she just kept it all on her phone because she always had all these fun photos and stuff, right? And you do see it happen throughout the season too. Like they would go on events and they say, "Oh, all these photos or all these moments," because she can't have them. She can't. That's her only way of like holding on to it, right?
Yeah.
But then once her phone breaks and she's like super down and everything, right?
Yeah.
And it's just,
No, I agree. I think my favorite moments are with her, because there's another part where she makes a cake, a birthday cake. It looks like a wedding cake, let's be honest. And I was just like, girl, you need to calm down. Your chefs did not have to make a wedding cake. It was like a 3-tier wedding cake.
yes.
That was like my favorite part. And her struggling to figure out what type of present, what's his name?
Shirogane.
Yeah, Shirogane. Not me being bad at names.
Shirogane. But she can't say Miyuki. That's why I have to say Shirogane.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, she was like struggling to find him a gift for his birthday, and it was just funny to see her go on this little adventure of trying to figure out, like from like a little sister, of like what he likes.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it was just something simple, and I think that really shows how those two are like overthinking their potential relationship.
Yeah. It's always just simple. At the end of the day, it is just always
it's
simple.
just a simple,
But it's always fun to see how this show just like amplifies like the crazy, like how people overthink and everything. And it's true, people do it. I mean, I do it. I'm guilty. But it's just fun. It's just a fun way that how they depict it. And I think they just do it very well. They do a good job of blending
a lot
of different like stories and like interactions and everything, right?
And the inner thoughts.
Yes.
Yeah.
The inner worries, and it's like it's not just typical high school stuff. I think it's like normal people do worry about some of these things. Maybe not as much, but you know, that's what I wanted to add. Like how what was it? I think I skipped it. Oh no. Do you still at this point when you were watching it?
Yeah.
Did you ever get tired of like the ships, or did you feel like it just kept going? You're like, yes, I'm all in. Like
no,
for the
I am all in.
Yeah. Yes.
All in. Yes.
Kaguya and Shirogane. Yeah.
Are you all in?
Oh yeah, 100%.
100%.
100%. I know this is what you were talking about. Do you feel like at this point they were trying to because it's funny how like Miko and Ishigami they alluded to, they show how they butt heads all the time, right?
But I think it's gonna be like that enemies to lovers trope.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Okay.
The enemies to lovers trope.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what it feels like this season. Yeah. So we'll see. But they have moments of like, oh, you know, like they have cute moments. Because they're both like the same year, right? I think that's what it is.
They're both in the same year. Yeah. I think Miko's just a little smarter, so she's at the top of the class.
Just a little bit.
Just a little. Let's just
It's literally like I'm like Ishigami, like at the level of like how much I put effort into this.
He also plays a lot of games.
What's that supposed to mean?
Because you play a lot of games. Let me ask her why. Take some voice.
Oh, chill. I also, another thing I liked how they threw in a wrench in that Hayasaka also took on the bet of trying to like seduce the president.
Yeah.
I thought that was perfect too. I thought that was great.
Did you want Hayasaka to be with him? I feel bad for her. I have felt bad for her.
I don't, but I felt bad for her. Yes, yeah. I want her. I just want her to be happy, yeah, right?
I agree.
But I don't think I ship that. But it's a fun twist.
Yeah, it was a fun twist. But she's still the best girl. Hayasaka's still the best girl.
She's still best.
Still the best.
With all she does. It's great.
Yes. Okay.
What?
I have not finished season 3 yet. So we're not going to spoil anything for season 3.
We should not even be talking about season 3.
You shouldn't be even talking about season 3. But do you think there should be more of Love is War after what you've seen?
No.
No?
No.
You think it's good?
I think it's good.
We capped it. Love is War has been
capped.
That's
all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
All I'm gonna say. I think we're good.
Got it. Interesting. Have you read the manga?
But, no, I have not.
Okay. I haven't either.
So, I don't think. I think I'm okay with watching this. I don't think I really need to read it.
You don't need to read it. Yeah.
I don't think so. I'm not a huge. I only read. I've learned this. I've only read out of like convenience. Like if it's easy, if it's faster.
Yeah.
So
just
that's
like
typically
a certain.
That's typically big 3. Let's be real here. We're gonna say it's
like
big 3.
One Piece.
Don't say that too loud. My wife will hear.
Oh, well, it's too bad. That was in your vows, so.
Oh man. But
and typically, I feel like you only read like action shonen. It's not like
yeah,
you don't like romance is
a
not
monkey brain.
That too. I mean, romance is really not your like genre either, most of the time.
Yeah.
But I think
yeah, it's not.
Love
but
is
this
War is
you kind of did have to convince me on this. Initially.
Yeah, I did.
Like, no, you really need to watch it. I was like,
did.
Okay, fine.
No, what got Harrison was that I said memes. You'll get a lot of memes out of this.
Well, I saw because the cover photo I didn't see it a lot, but then once I saw Chica, I was like,
Chica, yeah.
It
was her
this
dance.
anime. Yeah, she could dance and all that stuff. Like it's just it's great. But no, overall, season 2 really good.
Really?
I liked it.
Yeah, I agree.
It's more, and all I can say is it just gets better. It really does.
I mean, season 3 is pretty good. I'm halfway through it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just gotta finish it off so we can do season
Talk
2.
about it.
Yeah. But yeah, Harrison.
Strike while it's hot.
Do you have any other closing thoughts?
No, Ishigami's my
goat.
favorite. The GOAT. And Hayasaka's Rising. And Kaguya is my best girl.
I agree. 100%.
I thought you said Hayasaka was your best girl.
She is my best girl.
So you don't agree?
But I agree with your best girl. She
okay,
is also
all
a good
right.
best
It's
girl.
acceptable. It's acceptable.
But everyone's best girl.
Fair.
Okay. And with that, thanks for tuning in. You can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, and Patreon at NgoVo Convo. If you're on YouTube, don't forget to hit that like button and notification bell to get updates right when we upload. It's every Monday and the first Friday of every month. I said it right this time.
She did. She did.
And subscribe is a big red button down below me.
Her.
I even pointed correctly to. Oh my gosh, I'm so good.
She's on her front.
I'm on it today. Let us know how we're doing. What do you want to see next? If you want us to reformat, add more episodes, I don't know what we're gonna do. We just got a lot on our plate. Stuff, might do more recommendations. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what we're gonna do?
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.